Hey guys, what is going on? Blossom is back, and today I am back with another Top Drives Top 10 Investments. So I remember the last time I did a video on this, it was for beginner cars, which were ranging from common to uncommon to rare. When I did that video, those cars from the list were mainly my opinion, and I did miss out one very important cars that you guys pointed out in the comments, so I'm really thankful for that. And that is the Plymouth GTX. That is a car I did not mention. I did not know how good of a drag car it was, and apparently it is actually better than the Corvette 396. So I do apologize for not putting the Plymouth GTX in this list. However, for this list, I've combined my personal opinion with the opinions of some of you guys. Thanks to some of you guys that commented in the top 10 investment for beginners. You gave me your thoughts on what cars you think should be in the intermediate video. So same for this video, guys. If you have any special cars that you want to see in the next one, which is the top investments for advanced players, which are mostly epic and, well, which are all epic and legendary cars, let me know down in the comment below. And if I missed anything out in this list, feel free to let me know as well. Anyway, getting into this list, starting off, we have the Chevrolet Mirae. Once again, I'm not going to add prize cars or boss campaign cars because, well, everyone gets a campaign car and not everyone can get a prize car. So the Chevy Blazer, the Trailblazer, and the Lotus Elise will not be in this list. However, I did make a video on what boss cars you should invest in, so if you don't know, do check that out, but definitely invest in the Blazer and the Elise. So yeah, 10th spot is the Chevrolet Mirae. Very, very good car for karting, for G-Force and Twisty. Quite the specialist car. But not just specialist in one track. It's basically a specialist car in anything that is twisty, which is either dry asphalt or wet asphalt. Why I say wet asphalt is because although it doesn't have standard tires, it has four-wheel drive, which is a huge positive for this car. Along with the four-wheel drive, it comes with a very, very above average, very good handling of 86, and finally a 0 to 60 of 4 seconds. Now that is very, very impressive. It's actually better than the Lotus 340R, I believe, because the Lotus 340R has a 0 to 60 of 45. So 4.5. So this car is half a second faster. Although the top speed is non-existent and the MRA is very bad on this car, it is only supposed to be used for twisties. And with the four-wheel drive capability, it gives it the versatility to do it either on dry or on wet. So I think this is a great car for 10th spot. Do invest in it. I've been wanting to have it for a while, but I've been reluctant with opening the Chevrolet carbon fibers just in case I didn't get it. Moving on, in my 9th spot is my Porsche 911 Turbo Martini. This is amazing. One of the best 70s cars in the game and has an amazing MRA. If I do remember correctly, the MRA is over 90. I think it is about 91. What makes this car really stand out is, well, it has a really decent top speed of 174. Some might even say that's a good top speed. It has a decent, I would say decent, 0 to 60 of 4.3, because there are other RQ22 Porsches out there that can hit 4.0, and it has good handling of 92. Why I have this car on 9th place is because, well, it's a very situational car, but it is the best in its situation, right? It's a 70s car, one of the best 70s cars in the game. Quite easy to attain. It's not a legendary or an epic. And it really is just an all-around good car, especially for its MRA. So good for fast circuits, good for drags, you know, all that kind of stuff. There is one car, however, that does do the job a little better, and that is in 8th place, the Roof BTR. Now this car has, well, better top speed, better 0 to 60. However, it does not have as good handling or MRA to the Martini. So when I was looking at this list, because I do go through the list a little bit before I start recording, it was pretty hard to decide which car was actually better, the Roof BTR or the Turbo Martini. In the end, the Roof BTR I dictated to be a little better. Both, as you can see, I've upgraded 969. This car maxed out almost 200 miles per hour for a top speed and a 0 to 60 of 3.6 seconds. Now you know why I said that the 4.3 on the Turbo Martini was, well, average, because while the Roof BTR has a 3.6, handling of 90 as well, not as strong as the Martini's 92, and the MRA on this thing is I think 81 to the Martini's 91. So there's a little difference in that. However, the 0 to 60 is just so far better that this car is just, well, better. I do have a second one of these, and I'm going to max it out 996. So hopefully it'll hit 200 miles per hour for top speed and a handling of 3.5, maybe, fingers crossed. And then obviously, oh, well, did I say handling? 0 to 60 of 3.5, and then the handling would probably be 87. But that's still good. Moving on, in 7th place, it is the Datsun 240Z rally car. This is a super rare, anybody must have. It's good for off-road, it's good for asphalt, it's good for dry, it's good for fast circuits, it's good for G-force even, it's good for everything. You could even use this in drags. I mean, because, you know, it has a top speed of over 150, so it is possible to do drags. It's not the best drag car, but especially, well, actually, it's a good drag car when it comes to off-road situations. So let me start with the off-road situations. When it comes to dirt, ice, snow, the 240Z kills it. It really does, especially for, you know, in the super rare category. There is no car that's better than this. The 89 handling is really good. The 5.20 to 60 is decent, and the 156 top speed is decent. I have this in 969, and especially when it comes to its counterparts, its competition in the RQ18 range, I think it's the Fiat, right, and the Suzuki rally car or whatever, this car takes the cake. The only car that can actually beat or rival this 240Z in the super rare range is probably another 240Z. When you think about it, when it comes to trucks, I think of the K5 Blazer as a pretty strong competitor. I think the K5 can only beat the 240Z in hill climb, but that's about it. Everything else, this car takes the cake, because once again, this off-road capability is insane, and the 89 handling really helps it in twisties and G-force and everything like that. And it's not a slow car. 5.20 to 60 for an off-road car is not slow. Now, what makes this car even better is the versatility. Off-road tires can be used on dry asphalt, not on wet asphalt, but on dry asphalt. And honestly, this car can get the job done. If you want to put it on a dry G-force, on a dry twisty, I wouldn't recommend it, but it would get the job done. It would. So this is a great car coming in I think like 7th. I think this is the 7th car now. Moving on, in 6th, however, is the Chevrolet Colorado ZR2. This car is kind of like the Datsun, but, you know, for the ultra rare range. I say that, but it's also really different. So think about it this way. It has off-road capability like the Datsun, and it has great handling for the like the Datsun. It hits about 84. However, this car has no top speed. It's 100. It has no MRA. It's kind of like the Mirai, where it's a very specialist car, but this one is also aimed for off-road situations only. So unlike the Datsun, it is not good on, well, asphalt. However, the high ground clearance, the four-wheel drive capability, off-road tires is a killer combination, and it has a very good 0 to 60 of 70, 0 to 60 handling of 76. Car tracks that I think this car is best for is probably the motocross. Hill climb, maybe not, but motocross definitely, twisty, G-force, what else? Hairpin, possibly. And yeah, you know, it's really good. It's a really good car. The only thing that's bringing it down is the top speed and the MRA, but it is a very strong car. I do recommend, if you do get it, max it out as soon as you can. Moving on, I think this is 5th place now, is the Chevrolet El Camino SS454. This is the definition of specialist car, right? Like very specialist car. I'm not even gonna say this car is good at drags, because it's not. It's only good at quarter mile. That's it. Only quarter mile. Yes, it can take out other cars in maybe half mile and 1 mile, but it's not gonna take out other cars that are good at drags, you know? So yes, it will take out maybe, I'm trying to think of a car, maybe like some kind of Mazda, right? The RX, yeah, it might take out the Mazda RX-8 Spirit R, the RQ16 good grip car, at a half mile, but it's not going to take out a Plymouth GTX or a Pontiac Firebird, right? However, in the quarter mile, it will. This is the best quarter mile super rare in the game. I'm pretty sure don't at me. I think it's really good. I've tested this out. It beats the Superbird at the quarter mile. It beats the 396 at the super mile. It beats the GTX at the super mile. It beats the, what else? The Corvette ZR2 at the, have I been saying super mile? At the quarter mile. This is the best quarter mile car in the game for super rare. And maybe a little above that. I don't think it'll beat the Aerovet, but it's still a very, very strong car. Also, this is one of the best cars in terms of specialty to RQ bargain, because RQ15 is the lowest RQ you can get for a super rare. So when it comes to low RQ events and there's a quarter mile in there, or maybe just a drag, this car can save your life. And honestly, when you upgrade this, I upgraded it 996 or 332. Honestly, you could do it 330 or 990. It doesn't matter. The grip is irrelevant, but everything else about this car is amazing. Moving on, I think this is 4th place now, is the BMW M6 convertible. Very simple thing that sets this car apart from the others. This BMW has the best MRA out of any BMW in the game. Yeah. The best. Better than an M3 CS, better than an M4, better than M5, better than all the legendary BMWs that have been added in the German Renaissance. All of that doesn't matter. This BMW M6 has the best MRA out of any BMW in the game at about 91, 92. Very strong car. Above that, it is also a 2000s car, so you have that niche category. It is also a convertible, which is that niche category. Obviously, you can't use it in the Viper finals because Viper is 2010 and above. It also has a decent 0 to 60 or 4.6, so you can have that. And it has a top speed of 155. 83 handling as well is not bad when you think about it. Max this out and it'll be about 92 handling, maybe even 93 if you max it out 699. This is a car I definitely want, and yeah, hopefully I'll get it one day. Moving on, and I think this is not second, this is third, right? Yeah, this is third because I know the other two cars coming up. In third place is the Ford RS200. 4.0 0 to 60 in 4 seconds, top speed of 153, 90 handling, and 4-wheel drive. Also, this car comes with a pretty killer MRA. I have it maxed out at 969, and it's a very, very versatile car. It's an 80s car, first to start off. And the 4-wheel drive helps it, kind of like the Mirai in rainy situations, so it's good on asphalt as well as rain. It's a very good car for drags, for fast circuits, especially fast circuits. What else is it really good at? Not city streets because it's a low ground clearance car. Well, it's good for a hairpin. Even, I mean, with the 90 handling, the 4-wheel drive capability, especially in the rain, it's also good for twisties and all that good stuff. So, very versatile car as well. Now, moving on to second place is the Ford Escort Rally Spec. This is like the Datsun 240Z, but better. 4.10 to 60, 91 handling, off-road tires, medium clearance, a 70s car. This car is just absolutely amazing. It's been a car I've wanted forever, guys. Trust me, if you ever pack this from a steel pack, a ceramic pack, a carbon fiber pack, max it out. If you get another one, max it out. If you get a third one, max it out. This is the best ultra rare rear wheel drive off-road car in the game. This and then the Chevrolet ZR2 that I showed you earlier, that car is the best off-road tire 4-wheel drive car in the game. This car is the best rear-wheel drive off-road tire car in the game. It is better than the Porsche 924. The only thing the 924 has over the Rally Spec is grip. It hits 94. That's it, nothing else. And is much better than the Nissan Silvia Off-Road. In fact, the Nissan Silvia Off-Road is a horrendous car. If you have it, just throw it away. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it. It doesn't have MRA. The Datsun 240Z actually beats it in a lot of situations. This car is a lot better. Now, moving on, we have the honorable mentions before we get to first place. So if you want to guess what first place is now, feel free to comment down below. But honorable mentions, I'll move this on really quickly with the Cadillac ELR. Why is because 89 handling and standard tires. Also medium clearance, I think. Next is the Lotus 340R. Once again, I said why it's not on the list is because the Mirai is just better. However, the 340R is still a very strong car. 97 handling, 3.80 to 60, as well as just being very, very light. So very good at G-force, twisties, hairpin, you name it. Moving on, another honorable mention is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 4. Very nice car, very good handling, 4-wheel drive, medium ground clearance, and used to be an epic. So you know, if it used to be one of the worst epic, it's probably one of the best ultra rares, you know, that kind of thing. And it has a very nice 0 to 60 of 4.9. Once again, no top speed though. Next one is the Lancia Delta Integrale. Now, the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo is better than this Lancia. The only reason I have it in this list is because, well, when it comes to city streets, when it comes to rainy circuits, for Italian events, there's only one car you can really rely on, and that is the Lancia. When you think about it, when it comes to especially since those Alphas, I forgot what the model name of the Alphas were, but they used to be medium, they got nerfed, so they're low. These Lancias are the only medium ground clearance Italian cars that are ultra rare in the game. However, I wouldn't recommend every single Lancia. I'll only recommend this single one, the Delta Integrale Evolution 2. It is the best Lancia in the game, and I recommend you guys max it out for Italian events mostly. Really good at city streets, decent handling, 90 to 60, and a top speed of 148. It's not bad, and 4-wheel drive, medium ground clearance as well. Moving on is the Porsche 911 2.7, medium ground clearance, decent handling of 8.83, and standard tires. Also, the Volkswagen Lupo GTI. This is a car I have no idea. I don't know if this car is really good or not. I know the ELR is better, and that's why I have it in the honorable mentions. However, a couple of you guys in the comments did tell me to put this car in the video. Looking at it now as it is, it looks like it's good for its grip and the standard tire capability, but I feel that the ELR is better. However, this car isn't bad. The last car in the honorable mention is the Volkswagen Golf GTI TCR. Slick tires to start off, great handling of 86, 5.00 to 60 as well, and a top speed of 165. This is a really good car. Maxed out, probably hit 95 handling, and a 0 to 60 of about maybe 4.1 seconds. It's pretty good. But yeah, those are all the honorable mentions. Now coming in number 1 spot, hopefully you guys guessed it. It's probably really easy, and that is the Desire. The Desire is, well, it's just crazy, isn't it? 95 handling, 4.20 to 60, and you know, top speed is not that good, but it doesn't matter. Honestly, this car could cut it on the fast circuit. I've seen this car beat cars with much higher top speed on the fast circuit as well. It's good on fast circuits, G-force, twisty, hairpin. Could use it on the quarter mile. Why not? Yeah. What else? What other tracks? I think that's about it that I can think of on the top of my head, but this car is so versatile. Honestly, you can use it for any track as long as you keep it off the 1 mile drags and the half-mile drags. This car is fine. You can use it on quarter mile. I'm serious, because that 0 to 60 is, well, really strong. But yeah, it's a great car. I don't know why it's still super rare. It's definitely very, very strong. I've seen it beat millions of ultra rares in the past, and well, yeah, the main thing is, if I have it maxed out in my garage and it's French, you know it has to be really good, because I don't collect French cars. So that is basically my list of the top 10 investments for the intermediate player. If you do get on any of these cars, definitely keep them, definitely lock them, and definitely max them out. If you have any cars you think I missed out, comment down below, and if you have any suggestions for the next one, which is the advanced top 10, let me know as well. Anyway, with that said, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you all next time. Blossom out.